Who's the better player, Prime, SGA, or Harden? Go ahead, Scoop.
I got prime Harden, man. I got prime Mohawk Harden, man.
But why? He ain't win nothing though.
He didn't,
So
but
he can't be
and
better
and
than a nigga
he
who did the same shit as him, but won.
and you know what? That's an argument that is going to be had until the Earth stops rotating the sun, because there's a lot of different people who you can place in this argument where people think this player is better than this player, even though this player got jewelry and this player don't. Now, if I'm just going off of eye test, who would I rather watch hoop is going to be Harden.
Harden is the inflation god too. So I don't want to see him. I don't like Harden like that because he's the one who we gonna remember who inflated this whole era. He was one of the ones inflating the stats, the most doing that Mike D'Antoni shit. And then now that's how everybody plays. So and then the pace of the game literally went up because James Harden and Houston's that team. So everybody mimicked that. After they mimicked, the Warriors and the Suns also. But that James Harden was literally checking the ball up and running full speed up the court, and they were shooting the ball in 7 seconds or less, pretty much almost every possession. So I'm just saying.
You had it right the first time with the Suns. It was Steve Nash and D'Antoni who started that crap, that fast-paced ball up 7
But then Mike D'Antoni went and coached Houston and told
Yeah.
James to do the same shit, and he's faster
absolutely.
and more athletic than Steve.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, but what I'm saying is, I gotta respect SGA more though because it's the substance behind their careers belongs to SGA because Harden did a bunch of nothing in a lot of time. He did a bunch of shooting and inflating his numbers and getting triple doubles, but he didn't win anything. And he had good enough teams multiple times to win something at least once. So, and SGA I can't say the same about him. He's had a really good young team that he has now, and he's spearheaded the whole joint. So I can't. It's not the same, bro. So if you're talking about numbers and we doing this, we talking numbers and we just close our eyes and and if I'm looking at the stat sheets, then I'm gonna pick Harden, of course. And he won the MVP. SGA's MVP was probably more potent too to me. I don't know, bro. So I just give SGA the edge. It's a debate. I'm not gonna act like he's just crushing Harden because Harden definitely had more successful individual seasons than he did. And SGA has not been unequivocally. Neither of them was like the best player in the league at all. Not one time. But they had a good enough season where we had to be like, hey, but bro, having a and maybe SGA was the best player in the league. I feel like him and Jokic have been back and forth about it for the last couple of years. So it's about opinionated, but I don't think that SGA has been clearly the best player, and neither was Harden. He just won the MVP because he was putting up the crazy numbers.
And the thing about it is I like SGA. I think his game is hella smooth. I love how he prioritizes the mid-range and getting to the bucket more than shooting the long ball. Like, SGA's game is smooth as hell.
He can't be stopped on an ISO one-on-one, bro. He's too quick going left to right.
So it's like, nigga, you don't have to do all this foul hunting and all this egregious flopping and doing the Lou Dort, kicking your leg out. Like, you don't have to do all that. Like, you can cook niggas legit.
That's how I felt about Harden. He was way bigger than all the shooting guards, and he had a better three-pointer than most dudes other than Steph and Clay and them, and he was still doing all the goofy shit. But how you feel, Mace? Who you got?
For me personally, it's not even close. It's Harden, like by a long shot. Like, I don't think SGA can. I don't even think we should talk about SGA in the same sentence as James Harden, respectfully. I like SGA, but we got to remember, we're talking about prime. I'm just talking numbers. I'm not talking success, just numbers. Just numbers. SGA couldn't do what Harden did in his sleep. We got to remember, there was a month where Harden had multiple 50 and 60-point games. He averaged 40 points for a month. Like, SGA can't do that. Like, I'm not being disrespectful. Maybe he can. But to the degree that James Harden did, remember, even to the point, we called it out, but there was a bunch of goofy people going, oh, James Harden was better than Kobe for the month. No one's ever said that about SGA, like ever in history. So the fact that I have Kobe as my GOAT, and at some point there was a guy who people could say, well, Kobe had a whole month of 40, James had a whole month of 40. We've never said that about SGA. And then you're absolutely right. James Harden fathered that goofy stuff. I don't want to hear none of that. But when we really stop and think, James Harden's three ball is nasty compared to SGA's. SGA can't do that. Like, James Harden will drain that hole on you, bro. Like,
James ain't got no mid range either, though.
No, I agree. That's
and
what I'm
he
saying.
Can't play off the ball for nothing. Can't catch
that's the trade-off.
But here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about ball in hand. How we always talk about, if you give if you give AI a ball and you give this person a ball, can this, like, that's what I'm saying.
But what you asking him to do? If I give James a ball, I know he's gonna cook everybody. But if I give SGA a ball, he gonna get a W.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about success. I'm talking about just straight hooping. If you put both of them in a singular cage on a court,
SGA getting cooked for
that's
sure.
What I'm saying. So that's why I'm choosing Harden from that standpoint, because Harden can do.
But Harden's getting cooked too, dogs. On the other end,
absolutely. But I'm more believing that SGA is going to foul hunt that, and when he don't get it, James Harden goes splash on him in the corner. Pause. Like,
if we talk, maybe because if you talk about they weight difference, then if they talk about if we talk about they playing 1-on-1 against each other, then we're having a different conversation. Then I'm
that's
with
what I'm
you.
talking about. Okay.
All right, so yeah, we talking about prime. Who's better in their prime? But it's still Harden, is to your point.
That's what I'm saying.
Harden is a cone on defense though, so I gotta take that into effect. Like, SGA is gonna play good defense on him, even though he's got a real big size advantage on him weight wise. So he will body SGA up.
Yeah,
but on the other end, SGA is gonna get a bucket on him because James Harden's just gonna let him go by so he can get into his next bucket.
You know what's funny? I feel you, but I feel like SGA is gonna have a clear path and go like
ain't no refs in 1-on-1 for him to flop.
He's gonna look back like, oh, wait a minute.
It's gonna be a battle of flops. The game never gonna end, nigga.
Exactly.
Never, bro.
But nah, like I said, but on that note, like I said, I was just thinking 1-on-1, but like I said, from a standpoint of prime in the game, oh no, it's SGA. But for my thinking, like I said, I was thinking, if we put them both in the eyeball league, you know what I'm saying, coming soon. We put them both in the eyeball league and put a basketball in both their hands in the prime. I don't want to. That's Harden's one of them dudes you don't like, but he's one of them dudes like you better hope he miss. Because if he doesn't miss, yeah, bro, he gonna put you out 11-0 if he doesn't miss. You better hope he misses.
I agree. I totally agree with that. And SGA is more of a dog than Harden. So if in 1-on-1, the dog usually gonna win that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, but like you said, if a nigga get hot, he get hot, and he's shooting threes versus twos. So
step back threes, side step threes.
Yeah.
And I hated it so much, but I know y'all remember like 2019, bro. He couldn't miss a step back three to save his life, bro. Like that fool couldn't miss.
Nigga was hitting and 1 threes like it was nothing.
Green in them shits.
Yeah, bro. He was just stepping back, arm pulled, you pulling this mohawk, and shit was going in. He was looking like, yeah, it was wild.
Bro, when I watched SGA now the last 2 years though, bro, like 1-on-1, the nigga is barbecue chicken on everybody's barbecue chicken versus him, bro. The man is too crafty, and his jumper is that his mid range is that much on point that no matter what, he's almost always having a good night from the midi, bro. Like, and he's not athletic. Like, so, like, it's crazy, bro. Like, he really came from the studied the Kobe cloth, you know what I'm saying, and learned from Kawhi Leonard and MJ, Kobe. He really learned from them dudes, bro, because you can see that, if minus the flops, the nigga is legitimate. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's what you said though, bro. I think that's the part that makes me take points from him, because he doesn't got to do that. Like, you do not have to do everything about your game and what's weird is he'll beat the defender and have him on his side and have the ball here and still go like that. It's like, bro, you've already got him beat. You're 2 steps on him with the ball.
When he do that shit, I be mad as fuck too. I'm like, man, this is what you giving niggas the ammo.
That's stupid. That's dumb, bro. I hate that. Like, man.
Get your last thoughts off, man. We can slide to the next topic. This is still
a foul hunt, cuz just hoop.
Yeah,
for real. In real life, only in the NBA can you do shit like this. We gotta stop the foul hunting, the carrying, and the traveling. It's the 3 things that I hate watching about the NBA right now. And like, it's very bad to watch, bro. I don't like the 5-foot step throughs and the carrying on every joint and just literally just walking around doing this slowly, just carrying the ball from this place to
manipulating
the
the gather
next the
step.
whole time up the court. Like that shit looks goofy, bro. But
Yeah, bro. The problem with it is, and we being basketball peers, they're trying to find new ways to bend the rules and cheat the game and still score. It's like, bruh, just play. If you gotta say, okay, if I jump, then step, and then gather, that's not, bro. If you gotta do all that, bro, it's a travel to me. Like, you gotta like stop and pause and figure out if this is a travel. Don't do it, bro, because y'all doing too much trying to find ways to get around the shit instead of just playing basketball, bro.
Giannis will grab a rebound, 2 dribbles, and this nigga's from one basket to the other.
oh god,
That's
two,
crazy.
three
And
dribbles, this
as much
man
as I
dunking the
love
ball.
Giannis, bro, as much as I love Giannis, I can't stand that shit. Bro.
Bounce
Jalen
five,
Brunson
bounce five.
carry every time. Jason Tatum, Luca,
Oh
LeBron.
yeah, Luca carried like a
All of them
monster.
be carrying and traveling every damn time, bro. That shit is annoying to watch, dog. What I was about to say though, damn, I forgot. But yeah, I just don't like watching the bullshit, man. But in the playoffs, all that shit gonna come to a rest. Finally, we can just see some real basketball again. They have to play defense. They have to care. Everybody has to show up. Like shit that we don't have to worry about. Shit we have to worry about in the regular season, we don't have to worry about no more. So I'm ready for the playoffs. It's about to be lit, and
Mhm.
every round is gonna be decent.